Alrighty guys, hello there. I'm going to see if I can get into shot properly. How is everyone? Are we good? I'm just going to bunch that up there because I apparently have grown in the last week. Hey everyone, welcome to today's stream. Thanks for joining me as always. It's a pleasure to have you here. This is the TerraTech live stream by me. I'll do a quick intro. I'm Matt, the community manager for Payload Studios and TerraTech. It's my job to make sure all you guys are happy and enjoying TerraTech. That's aim 1. Aim 2 is I need to get a haircut. That's like a tertiary kind of, that's like a secondary objective of my job, is to get a haircut. Because lockdown has not been kind. I look like I've got an afro, which is not a strong look for me. Matt, can we have that tech as a buddy? Of course we can. Yeah, have Fatui. Oh, Fatui. So the guy that's sort of buzzing me, he's been keeping me company since I've been working from home. He's called Fatui. Quick bit of trivia. Fatui, FTUE is his full name. Stands for First Time User Experience. It's generally what you get if you're playing like an RPG or like I suppose like a sandbox game. It's like the stock character that you get that's to start you off in the game. So it's like the first time user experience for TUI. Bit weird, but you get him. Like he's the first guy you get in the campaign. So I mean, you don't have to build him exactly like that. I guess that's the. Or is he? Maybe we changed it a little bit. Yeah, I think that's kind of similar. Anyway, there you go. So it sounds a bit scrambled. Am I coming through? Okay. Can everyone hear me? I'm worried that my mic might be a bit broken. Sounds fine on my end. Okay. Not sure what's happening there, Aardvark. Could just be my voice. Could just be I've got a weird sounding voice. Anyway, how is everyone? I hope everyone's well. Let me know in the chat. I want to know if everyone's well, because that's really important to me. That sounded disingenuous. I mean it. I actually want to know if you're well, because it's tough times. Might be a little, yeah, it could be. Yeah, check your internet. I mean, is the music coming through okay? If the music's fine, but my voice is different, that would be weird. Right, so let's get a few bits and bobs out of the way. So, what have we done in the last week? Not a huge deal, to be fair. TerraTech, the last update came out last week, I believe. Yeah, it came out earlier last week. We were hoping to have a player survey ready for today, but there's a few things that we need to get approved first. So, if you want to have a chance to win, if you want to be in the chance of winning TerraTech Deluxe Edition or a Steam code for TerraTech Deluxe Edition or DLC, get in there because once we've released it, you can win one of those. We'll pick a winner at random. I think we pick 3 winners at random. So yeah, if you want to sort of get in with a chance of that, complete the player survey and be in with a chance. So that's that out of the way. I believe that's everything. I mean, that's not even news really. That's just to give you guys a heads up. Because we want to know what you guys think of the new content, of the new stuff that's gone in. So stuff like reticle research and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to jump into the game. Because today we're doing part 2, or effectively we're going to continue round 1 of the Naval Warfare Challenge. Now I am stuck on a black screen, but that's fine because there we go, we're loading in. Good. So yeah, part 2. So last week we had 18 battles. That was a lot. 18 fights, some of which we had to redo, and there was issues with the game. Hopefully we won't have any more issues today. I did tell Aid about it. For those that are watching, the game crashed after every battle. I did tell Aid, our QA, about it, and he wasn't able to reproduce it, so it could have just been a bad day on my part. Good, I'm happy to hear your sound is now fixed, Aardvark. That was worrying me. Cool, so I guess let's just get into it. So I'm going to go through the final. So we've got 16 more rounds. Now, I think, I could be wrong, I think I've been calling it round 1. It shouldn't be the first round. This should be the preliminary rounds. This should be everything that we do to get into the first round of the competition, because there was an uneven number of techs. There was about, 100 techs. that were submitted, and we can't have 100 techs in the format that we had, so we had to have some sort of prelim rounds. Cactus, yes, I think you're up today. So I'm going to go through each battle now. So hear it out. Keep an ear out for your name. I painstakingly spent hours this morning trying to get an image together so I could show it a bit more better about how the brackets are going to work and how it's all going to work. But basically, if you hear your name shouted out now, you're going to be battling today. So we have first up we have Lying SC versus Fujisan, and then Username and versus Klobia, then Darwin versus Mozuo. Then now this is a point of contention. We were meant to have Phil Jackson versus TerraTech. I'll come on to that in a second. Then we have Quackduck versus Rikuchi. Then Hammer Time versus Rudolph 13. Squirrel Tank versus Legionite. Domestic Dodo versus Hardware Haker. But then Hyperimperious versus Terra Cactus. There you go, you're up, Cactus. I think that's you. Then we have Belarak versus 2. Then Tech Builder versus Arctic Wolf. Then Faekron versus Grimorian. Then Sugar Happy versus Ben Bacon. Then Lucas versus Shkelly. Then Potoso versus J623, then Zipai versus Marcus McLeod, then Star versus Joseph Racer, and then Alex Athios versus Random User. That should be 18 battles in total. Fingers crossed we can get through it. I'm hoping we should get through it without much of a problem today. So yeah, if you heard your name, awesome. You're up today. So let's talk about just quickly. We had a submission by it was a Chinese submission, it was in Chinese language, translated to Phil Jackson. You may remember it. It was a big yellow cube thing that had a load of it hovered and it had a load of got weapons down the side and a few sort of things on top. Now I've painstakingly sat on this all week, and I've made the decision that we're going to have to disqualify that submission purely because it kind of went against the rules a little bit. It wasn't really a ship; it was just a big cube. Not much effort really went into it. If I'm being honest, not much effort went into making it look like a ship, which was kind of one of the rules that we made. So based on that, I think it's a tough call to make. But we have to do that. Also, just as a bit of admin as well, I somehow managed to get that tech submitted twice into the format. So basically, the two people that would have come up against them, that was Keem, who was in the first last week, and also there was who did I mention today? TerraTech was due to fight them today, but because they've been disqualified, they automatically get a bye through to the next round. So it doesn't really change too much. They would have had it would have been a random buy anyway. So effectively, they've had a buy anyway. So that's how that's going to work. But if you're watching, Phil Jackson, thanks for your submission. Honestly, it was a lot of effort. I know a lot of effort went into it, and we do appreciate that. I just think it's a bit unfair to everyone else when they've kind of gone to the effort of making ships and stuff and sort of adhering to that rule. Just feels a bit harsh. Cool, so without further ado, let's just get into it. So first up we have, I believe, Lying versus Fujisan. So let's just load into this, and we'll see how we get on. Now, we may not be able to get through all of them today, mainly because there's a lot of them. Last week I had a bit more time on my hands. Today we might be a bit time sensitive, so we may not be able to get through all of these. We may need to sort of spread this out over to next week as well. Lovely stuff, and we're already floating away. Woo, come back. Guys, where's the other ship gone? That's really annoying. There should be a second ship in here. I don't know where he's gone. Where are you? Have you just floaten off? Oh, what the heck? That was weird. Out of nowhere, just reappeared. Right, we may need to be quick about this one because I don't think these guys are going to stick around for a bit long, for very long. Okay, here we go. Right, so I think both ships are ready to go. They are fully charged. Fully charged, and all the shields are open. They need to be charged there. They are fully charged. They load in fully charged. And I have charged them this morning, this morning and yesterday. I sort of painstakingly went through these to charge them, but we'll pop another charger down to see if we can get them fully charged. But yeah, they should be close to fully charged. Do workshop skins work now? They've still not been patched in to be fixed, I believe. So we're going to have to just get through it as they are. That ship took past. Oh, really? May I need to load it in again? Couple of blocks have fallen off. I may need to load this tech in and recharge all the batteries. Reopen all the things. I may do that. I'll have to do that because that's. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's. I know. Not sure what happened there. That was really random. Let's just load it in again. So this was Fujisan. I believe it was Fujisan's. Let's just double check. Gonna double check. Yeah, okay, cool. So we are. Where are we? Here we go. So we're just gonna have to wait a few more minutes to open up the all the batteries and their shields. Oh, it's a neutral as well. God damn it. Okay, give me one sec. Sorry about this, guys. You can float away. Ooh, here we go, right. Not quite sure what's gone on there, guys. That was weird. The tech just loaded in through the ground. Quite weird. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to just hang fire, wait for that to load up. I'm gonna take a quick sip of my drink. Well, that's fine line. I mean, hopefully when the AI kicks in, they can figure out how to control it. Yeah, I think kind of gyros are your friend when it comes to this, or are you using? It looks like you're using hoverbug. Is there a hoverbug in there somewhere? Are they all open? So basically, we're waiting for all these shield bubbles and repair bubbles to open. Everyone's talking to me. I might just mute Slack, actually. Actually, how do I do that? There we go. Right. Where are we up to? Are we fully charged? Still a few bubbles open in there, so we'll wait for that. And also, that's not friendly either. Right, we need that, guys. Let's get rid of you. Don't need that. Let's get rid of that as well. A bit too far away. Right, do we think they're all open? Where's the other Fatui gone? Oh man. Oh, let's send him back to the thing. I'll drop a cab on the floor. Right, I'm going to say that that is fully charged-ish. Let's have a look. Steady on. Yeah, that all looks pretty open to me. Okay, right, let's jump in my cab. Okay, I'm just going to right this ship one more time, get it back into position, and then I'm going to have to be lightning quick in changing the teams over. Okay, ready, here we go. So, we should be ready to go. Actually, let me just get rid of the charging station. Alright, let's do it. So, the first battle is between Fujisan and Lyong SC. So on the right of me here we have Fujisan, and on the left of this black ship is Lyong. So let's get cracking. Oh no, why aren't you charging? Why have you got empty batteries? What is going on? I may have to come back to this. This is weird. Right, let's try again. Let's try a different save. Hopefully the other saves are less problematic. Username. Where you at? Username. Nope. Come on. Well, I don't understand why they weren't. They were fully charged. I promise you, they thought they were charged. Oh, maybe they weren't. Okay, I'll need to redo that one. I'm worried that the rest aren't fully charged now as well. Oh no. Yeah, I caught that at the end. I'm blinking. Look at the indicator. Yeah, I just assumed that they were... okay, these aren't going to be fully charged either, are they? Because they're all neutral. So what's happening is... the game starts in neutral. So my cab is neutral. So when I spawn these in, they spawn in as neutral techs. And for some reason, if you're neutral, you don't load in your tech fully charged. So that's just... I'm going to stick a... accessory. Let's put a... power gauge. I'm just going to check the power gauge on to see what the power's like. Okay, so these are fully charged. That's weird. Let's swap over to this one. Oh, it's already got power. Okay, cool, right. Well, let's get cracking with this one then. This one's anchored. I'm going to unanchor. I'm going to switch to me. I'm going to go... to the tech loader. I'm going to go, ready, you're an enemy. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off. So this is between username and Clobia. So on the, I can't remember who's who's. We'll go into who's in a second. I just wanted to make sure these are working. Okay, so they've started off pretty strongly. Lots of, oh my goodness, my frame rate, I can't move my camera. So much damage. And I believe the submarine looking ship has gone. It's lost, it's out, and it's dead. The lag, so much lag, Sonic Mag. Oh my goodness. Right. We're still firing at stuff, not quite sure why. Giant warship, you went through. So let's just look at who's is who's. So username, let's see who's actually won that. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? So username is... This one? Yes. So username, you are through. Username also known as Schong. I believe that's German. Yeah, it looks very different from the Steam Workshop page because the skins, the mod skins haven't worked. But that's true. That's a pretty strongly contextual. Actually, to be fair, with the modded skins, it looks particularly good. So that was between username and Clobia, and username you're through. So let's put you through. Next up we have Darwin versus Motsuo. So I'm just going to exit out of this game. Hopefully we don't have any more crashes. That would be great. So next up we have Darwin versus Motsuo. Here we go. We're loaded in nicely. Brilliant. Everyone's fully charged, are we? You're just floating away. That's fine. Let's bring you back. I'm just going to check another charging station down. Actually, no, we shouldn't need to. We should be okay. I'm just going to double check that we've got full power. Oh, we already have got one. That's weird. Ah! Stop it! Right, reload. Reload. So I did a goof. So first up we have Darwin versus Motsuo, or up next we have Darwin versus Motsuo. Let's take a look. So for fans of Tech of the Week, you may know Motsuo. I think has had a few Tech of the Weeks put it through actually. They do make some pretty cool looking techs. So let's see. Hopefully, yes. Let's see how Motsuo's can get on. So on the right here we have this is Darwin. This is Darwin's big warship versus Motsuo's on the left here. I'm just going to bring you back over just to get you in position. Ignore these blocks that are on the floor. They are from an earlier game save, but I've kept the same sort of seed, just to try and keep things consistent. Cool. Right, so here we have Darwin versus Motsuo. So this is Darwin's ship. Oh, why are you doing that? Stop it. And over yonder we have Motsuo. Beautiful. Right, so let's see how we get on with this. Ready? Let's just write you for one more time. Neutral. Neutral. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And off. So yeah, it's a bit of a David versus Goliath on this one. Motsuo is quite a small tech. Oh, very mobile turn there from Darwin. I like that a lot. We're circling back around. Motsuo is holding out quite well. I think those Hawkeye shields seem to be doing alright for them. It's just a case to see how long those batteries can last. Now, Darwin might be getting stuck. Nope, he's got quite high clearance, so he's missing those rocks quite well. Motsuo is coming back around for the... I hope we're not having another case of last week where we just go around in circles. No, it looks like Motsuo is coming back round. Is he? Yep. Here he comes. Strafing in nicely, going for the backside first, and Darwin's seems to have the initiative here. He just needs to do something. We're vying for position here again, guys. This is Motsuo's coming in from the backside. There's no weapons on that side, so he's getting some good few hits in. Although he's now back down to the... And Motsuo's batteries are down. This could be a final... Ah, there we go. That was a valiant effort, Motsuo. That was really quite a nice try. I liked that a lot. Nice work. So, Darwin is through. No, don't save it. So we're going to quit out of that. Now, as I say, TerraTech, you would have been fighting next, but you get a bye through to the next round. Next up we have Quackduck versus Rikuchi. Quackduck versus Rikuchi. It's quite relaxing music. I'm quite enjoying it. Whew, right, okay, cool. Here we go. Right, nice. So here we go. We have another big boy battle. Stop floating away. Let's line you up again. So let's try and get you semi-parallel. Okay, up next we have, like I say, Quackduck versus Rikuchi. I'm just going to double check whose is whose. Bear with me. Cool. So on the left here we have Quackduck. This is Quackduck's submission. You've kind of got the catamaran or the trimaran, whatever it's called. Cool looking setup there. And over here we have Rikuchi, which is kind of like a Noah's Ark type vibe. It's a big kind of ark looking thing. With plenty of firepower. All those shields, all those Hawkeye shields, all those healing bubbles as well. Lovely. Well, let's get into it then, shall we? So I'm just going to make myself neutral. I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to make you a neutral. I'm going to make you a neutral. I'm going to go enemy, and I'm going to go enemy, and then they're off. So that first volley seems to be quite crucial. So it's who can get the most shots off. Now, Quackduck seems to have a nice bit of sustain on there. And you can see all the blocks that have come off down here. They're all off the Rikuchis. Quackduck seems to be unscathed right now. Look at all the healing that's going on Rikuchis as well. That means that all those explosions are getting through to damage some of the blocks and expose. I mean, those batteries aren't looking good. Are they batteries or gyros? There's a few batteries in there. If Quackduck can get a good hit on that weak side, that'll do some damage to the internals. Now, this is a smart move actually by Rikuchi. He's swapped around so that vulnerable spot is no longer exposed, but it does mean that Quackduck can lay waste to the other side, but they can exchange some strong hits. Those Seeker missiles, they seem to be doing a lot of work. I suppose when you're firing from such distance and they're kind of erratic, they really help. They're a lot more reliable than say the railguns, where they just seem to miss quite a lot. Let's just check out this damage one more time. So a lot of exposed hardware in the side. Hopefully those shields can hold out a bit longer and protect them for a little bit longer. We're going to come back through for another pass. Okay, we're going front side where there's not much. Oh, big hit, and looks like Quackduck's out. Wow, Quackduck's batteries just couldn't last long. That was close. I thought Quackduck would have had it. To be fair, all that exposed innards, but no, I think his batteries just kind of gave out. I think that was the game of attrition. It was a game of Noah wins. Congrats, Rikuchi. That was a close one. Well played. Okay, cool. Next up, so Rikuchi, you're through to the next round. Let's just add you in. We'll just quit out of this. Now, thankfully, touch wood, we've not had any issues. Next up, we're going to have Hammer Time versus Rudolph 13. So let's see who's who. versus Rudolph. Ah, so the Faltron is actually dropping a bit of knowledge. They, I believe, was we referring to the Noah? Rikuchis, it apparently had a load of big berths at the front, which meant that if you go straight on, which we've seen a lot of ships, they tend to pile on all the weapons down the sides, leaving the front quite open. But that one seemed to sort of have a bit of an ace up its sleeve there. Very interesting. Right, I'm going to close that. I'm going to close the charging station. I seem to have added a few more charging stations to these games. Okay, cool, right. So here we have Armoured Annihilator. So this is the Armoured Annihilator. So this is by Hammer Time. Stop floating away. Come back. And this is by Rudolph. So Rudolph, let's take a look. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. Don't quite know why you're spinning around so much. Good looking tech, actually. Again, another kind of catamaran type thing, like a battle catamaran or a battle maran. Is that a thing? Guys, chat. Battle maran. Google it. Anyone? And over here we have, well, you're kind of a bit lopsided. I feel like this might be a bit of a weird battle, but let's get into it. Because okay, you're anchored. Do I unanchor you? Do I unanchor? I'm going to unanchor and let you float away. In the words of Modest Mouse, float on. No, come back. This is one of the hardest things about doing these, is just getting them to stay in the same position. Right. So I'm going to need to be quick. Here we go. Uh-oh. I was worried there for a second. We may already have a crash. I may need to reload this game save. Let's see how we get on. Here we go. Lovely. That's lovely, guys. Right, I'm going to reload into TerraTech. This is going to be a fun stream. If the game keeps on crashing, it's going to take ages. I'm not sure why it's crashing. Like I said, I tried to get QA to look into it, but they weren't able to reproduce it. It's a weird one. I have no idea why. Let's just see if we can power through. So let's just try again. No, it didn't freeze. I was just sat there doing nothing. I was waiting for the game to load. That's my fault. Right, let's try again. Alright, well now you wake up. Ooh. Okay, so they're already off, and I believe that was a short-lived fight. After all that, it's over, and when you couldn't even see what happened. Brilliant. That was Rudolph. Rudolph got through to that one. Confetti, yeah, nice. It was still anchored. Yeah, I don't know if that was going to make much difference, to be honest, Sharmoni. I feel like Rudolph kind of took that one. Did quite well with it. Lovely. Okay, cool. Well, that was that one. So Rudolph, you're through. Lovely stuff. Well done. Well played. Next up, we're going to have Squirrel Tank versus Legionite. Squirrel Tank versus Legionite. You're getting ads, Virtue. You shouldn't be getting ads. Oh, we've got ads enabled. Where do we go? Okay, so we have Squirrel Tank versus Legionites. Here we go. So here we have Legionites, this big monstrous looking thing. Again, Legionite is known for his pretty impressive builds. They're not actually facing the right way. Let's get you lined up correctly, please. Okay. Now I think we can all tell probably what's going to be the outcome of this before we even try, but let's give it a go anyway. I'm going to go into neutral. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And they're off. And Legionite's doing damage. So Legionite's got a pretty unique traits to their ship. I won't go into too much detail yet, but you can see here there's magnets on the side that are kind of acting as sort of secondary. And there we go. That's kind of the outcome they were expected. So let's just see here. Legionite kind of ingeniously is picking up all the loose blocks that fall off and effectively using it as extra shields. Magnets. It's very clever. So if the batteries go down, there's just going to be more things to hit through, which, to be honest, is genius. That is genius. Unless it sucks up batteries. Good call, Faltroin. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. But surely the batteries would have exploded before they fall off. Cool, lovely. Okay, well, Legionite is through. Again, it was a pretty good battle. But I think we all kind of knew what the outcome of that was going to be. Next up, we've got Domestic Dodo. Love the name. Probably one of my favourite names so far. Domestic Dodo. And we managed to get through that without any crashes. So we have Domestic Dodo versus the Hardware Hacker. Domestic Dodo versus the Hardware. Now it says Hacker. I think it's meant to say Hacker. I'm going to say Hacker because I'm a stickler for pronunciation. Okay, so here we have Domestic Dodo versus the Hardware Hacker. Again, I believe the Domestic Dodos should have skins on it, but unfortunately they appear not to be working, so we've not been able to do that. Fatui has disappeared again, so I'm just going to load in a cab. I need to remove this. Now my worry was they would be too high, but they seem to be on the same kind of level. So let's see how we get on. So this is the Hardware Hacker versus Domestic Dodo. There's a lot of David versus Goliath. You never know. We've had a few upsets. We had a couple of upsets last week, so you never know what might happen. Let's set myself to neutral, please. And I'm going to set you. Here we go. Can I just load in the game again? For anyone that saw that, I think that was we were about to have another crash. Hopefully, if we reload it, it won't happen. There should be a junior competition. There should be. That would be fun. Yeah, here we go, right. Let's try this again. There we go, brilliant. I'm not sure what's going on there, guys. Really not sure what's happening. It's a weird one. I feel like it could just be me. It could just be that it's happening just to me. It may be that I've already been loading a lot of games in today. Maybe I need to restart my PC. We are unstable. Well, anyway, we're loading back in. Again, I asked Aid, our lead QA, if he could just take a look at it, and he wasn't able to reproduce it. And this should definitely work. Okay, let's have a go. So let's start, let's get them loaded in as neutral. 3, 2, 1, and they're off. Again, miniguns seem to be a good shout. If you can keep that sustained range, miniguns are a good shout because it's just endless damage. Now, Domestic Dodo seems to have lost shields at the front, which might not help them in the long run. The Hardware I mean, they're taking quite wide berths, which don't blame them because you know, you want to play it cautiously. You want to play it safe. You don't just want to go in guns blazing. Come on, Domestic Dodo. Have you lost some sort of? No, you should be good. You seem pretty balanced. You've got all your hovers on still. Okay, we've opened up. Fighting again, and shields down on Domestic Dodo. This could be it as you come down that side, and a huge volley into the side there. Just those final last hits now. This could be. Oh, he's clinging on. He is clinging on. Domestic Dodo is absolutely on his last legs. You could almost say he's almost extinct. Now, if he float away, oh, Was that me? Where'd the ships go? Oh no. We may need to redo. The camera they went too far away from each other and just domestic dodo has just died. I'm going to call it. Domestic dodo was on your way out. I'm doing you a favour. Hardware Heike, you're through. Well done. Well done, everybody. Let's quit out. Yeah, I think it was fair to call it. We were doing him a favour. Refusing to go the way of the dodo. Yeah, it was stubborn. He was a stubborn dodo, but he had to go eventually. So next up we have Hyperimperius versus TerraCactus. TerraCactus. Good looking ships in this one. So here we have who did I say this one was? This was Hyperius versus TerraCactus. Okay, we're starting to drift off, so let's get you back into position. Well, here's my Fatui. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's make me neutral. Let's make you neutral. Let's make you an enemy. Let's make you. Oh, goodness me, come on. There we go. Right, and they're off. So the first early rounds, the first early volleys, it seems pretty even to be fair. I mean, you look at the dispersion of blocks on the floor, that's usually a good way to sort of see what damage has already been done. It seems pretty even. TerraCactus coming through again. We're going to follow in TerraCactus into his final, or not, it could be the final battle, the final foray of explosions. Again, those shields are doing lots of work. I'm enjoying how agile TerraCactus is. There was big explosion, lots of batteries going off inside here. That's from the explosion. The explosions have managed to get through the shields. So from the explosions from the missiles have got through to do enough damage to the batteries that are on the inside. That's caused them to explode, which can sometimes cause a chain reaction to cause your whole tech just to literally explode from the inside out. You seem to have got away with that, but it looks like TerraCactus is pretty unscathed, to be fair. Well, I don't quite know why you're running away. Come back. And try and keep it from Imperius's Hyperimperius, that's it, point of view. Seems to be just drifting. We seem to have a drifter, guys. But TerraCactus coming back through. Okay, here we go. We could be in for another little foray here. TerraCactus coming back round. We're going to get a little... Come on, there we go. You got a few shots off there. Got a few little pop shots. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I think TerraCactus is going to be able to just round around and get those final shots through, because you can see there's just so much damage done to the hull. Okay, the batteries are down. They didn't last quite long. The batteries are down on Hyperius's. Hyperimperius. Yeah, that's it. That's definitely it. Come on, TerraCactus, what are you playing at? You've not let any shots off. Any more? We may need to call it. If you don't want to start fighting, we may need to call it. Come on. You gonna get stuck on those rocks? Nope. Nice dodge. They are just circling around each other. Seems to be getting further away. Cut that corner. Just go straight into each other. That's all we want. Here we go. You gonna get some shots off down that side? Maybe leaving your backside exposed here. If Hyper Imperius can catch up. Here we go. Ooh, there we go. That's all we needed. That's all we came for, folks. Was the lovely explosions. Brilliant. So, Terra Cactus, you are through. Well played. Well played indeed. Let's quit out of there. Next up, we have Beleriac, or... yeah, Beleriac. Beleriac versus 2. Beleriac versus 2. Beleriac versus 2. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, Terra Cactus, that felt pretty strong, Sebi. I agree. Okay, this one might not last that long. Okay, let's get rid of that for 2. That for 2. That charging station. I'm just going to drop down a cab so I can jump into it. Oh, actually, sorry, hang on. I need to figure out whose is whose. I've forgotten to do that. Okay, so here we have Beleriac is the big one, is the big Hawkeye one, and 2 is this kind of catamaran looking hover thing. Okay, cool. Right, let's just get into it. Let's get cracking. Looks like to be here all day. So Beleriac versus 2. I need to set myself to neutral. Three, two, one. 3, 2, 1. And they're off. Oh, okay, so you managed to get away. You managed to get away while I was changing everything around, but they're coming back round. Oh, I just don't think he can get through that amount of firepower. There we go. Just hid behind him, so I couldn't see the end, but it kind of went as I think we were all expecting it to. 2 is out. Beleriac is through to the next round. Okay, next up we have Tech Builder versus Arctic Wolf. So I'm just going to load into that now. It was kind of like a catamaran. I think they described it as a catamaran. Is that small ship, 2's small ship. I think it was. Which it looked ship-like. It looked ship-like enough to be able to stay in. Next up is Tech Builder versus Arctic Wolf. Tech Builder versus Arctic Wolf. Here we go. Here we go. So, this is Tech Builder. This is Tech Builder's tech. This is versus Arctic Wolf. Where's my Fatui gone? What are we doing all the way over here, guys? Right. Let's make our way over. I'm going to set myself neutral. So here we have Tech Builders and Arctic Wolves. Let's just get into it. I hate you so much. It's that same issue, guys. It just doesn't want to work. But it's not giving us a crash report this time, which... There we go. Eesh. Oh, don't worry. No, yeah, Aid Sebi. You make a good point. You're basically doing QA's job. No, I sent in very strict instructions for Aid to try and reproduce it, but we just couldn't get it to work. It's weird. It's a weird one. All right, let's try again. Take 300. Oh, Masonic Mags. You know how to make me feel good. There we go, right. Let's try again. More map, these more Discord emotes. Guys, if you want to screenshot my face and make it into a Discord emote, feel free. Let's send you back. Let's send you back. Okay. Right, let's have a go properly this time. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And they're off. So Tech Builder on the right, Arctic Wolf on the left. That first volley seems to have done a lot of damage. Whoa! Tech Builder's battery's already down. And taking lots of damage there from... I can only think it's a matter of time. Okay, he's going to be drifting. This could be the end. Batteries down. I think you're just going to end up drifting further and further away. Arctic Wolf just absolutely annihilated. That was so much damage. Now either Tech Builder undercompensated for how many batteries they'd need, or well, I think that could be what's happened. They've just completely underutilized the amount of batteries that they needed, underestimated it, and yeah, their batteries, their tech's just not been able to cope. Now for drifting, we may need to call it. It looks like we may be able to get into one final battle while Arctic Wolf lines up one final few shots. Here we come. Here we come. Now, Tech Builder may get stuck on these rocks, which may actually help. Oh, he's managed to scooch over them. But here comes the final volley, and there you go. Armor's down. Those Geocorp blocks can take a beating, but just not that much. There's just too much coming in. He's still sticking in there, though. But let's just look at all that. I mean, that's beautiful, right? So many missiles. He's still clinging. I thought that was going to be it. I honestly thought that was it. Now he is just drifting out of control. There's not much more they can really do. All the weapons down this side have basically been shot off. It's the fair thing to do. Put it out of its misery. Arctic Wolf. Come on. He's right there. Just, that's it. Well done. There you go. Lovely stuff. Well played, Arctic Wolf. That was really well done. Again, I was surprised at how quickly Tech Builder's batteries went down then. That was crazy. It was the first sort of few minutes, but he's still stuck in there. Okay, next up we have Fakeron versus Grimorian. Fakeron versus Grimorian. Let's load you up. Here we go. So this stream looks much better in 1080. Thanks, I think. Is it because I'm in full HD? Is that what it is? It's because you can see this lovely thing. I'm not quite sure my cab made it all the way made it all the way over here. Or maybe I do. Maybe it just drifted too much. Stop drifting! Right, I'm gonna have to hang about here while. Here we go. Right, let's line you up. Let's get you set up. Then I'm going to drop a cab. How much are you going to save this one? Just in case we have another crash. Okay, so on the left we have Fakerons. This is Fakerons. Kind of a cargo-looking ship. Lots of space on the top there for stuff and things. And then your classic kind of... Well, it's not really that classic. Kind of a futuristic, really, battleship. This is by... Begging your pardon. Grimorian. Stay where you are, please. Cool. So we've had a look at the text. Let's try and get into it, shall we? So I'm going to tell myself... Neutral. I'm going to turn you... So annoying. How does that look in HD in 1080? Eh? This is Fakeron versus Grimorian. Good job I saved, eh, guys? Good job I had the foresight to save, otherwise that would have been annoying. So after this, we'll have Sugar Happy versus Ben Bacon. Then we'll have Lucas versus Skaheli. Fakeron versus Grimorian. Let's get into this one. Whoops. Right, let's jump into here. Let's get rid of that for Tui. Okay, here we go. Quickly before they drift too far away. And off. So again, Fakeron is this one, Grimorian is this one, and they're just going to go head on. They're going to go head first into each other. Now Fakeron seems to have gone for more of a tanky composition. It's going to hopefully soak up all that damage and effectively just wear the other tech down. Hopefully your batteries last longer than theirs. It's an interesting tactic because there's not that much firepower. I mean, we've obviously got a few missiles. She's so decked out with all the Hawkeye shields that it... Oh, it stayed anchored. It stayed anchored. Now, I could have unanchored it. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, to be fair. You can still spin around it. They are sky anchors, so they give you some mobility. You gonna come in? Getting a few more rounds off there. Beautiful. Love the explosions. And a couple more shots just for good measure. And a few more. Now, Grimorian is just... Okay, his batteries have gone down. He's just kind of skirting around. You need to get in there, bud. You need to get in there, otherwise, you know... This could be it. Any more? Oof, big hits down that side. Grimorian isn't really doing themselves any favours just by kind of floating around. They may be drifting. We may need to call it. They seem pretty unbalanced, actually. I think that it could be because a lot of their hovers have been taken out. It is anchored, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, one of the ships is anchored. That's kind of the way it was loaded in, though. I mean, I could have checked to see if it was anchored, but didn't have the time. Whoa! So the anti-grav guns have been utilised there. Kind of an interesting take, really. Didn't quite get to be used properly there, though. That may have been a little trick up its sleeve, Grimorian there. Now, if it's just going to circle around, we may need to call it. You want to see under the... Ooh, hello. So yeah, you can see there's some anchors there. It's keeping it to the ground. Now I can remove the anchors if we feel like that's a fair thing to do in the middle of a battle. I can remove them if we want. Restart. You may restart this fight. How about this? Oops. There we go. Okay, well that's fair enough. We seem to have sorted that out. So now they can fight! Grimorian is just... This could be the end. Fakeron is just doing bits. I love the idea of the anti-grav, or the 0-point energy weapons, or 0-point gravity weapons, whatever they're called. I just don't know how effective they're going to be against this type of battle. If anything, you may end up helping your opponent more, because they may end up just floating higher and getting the high ground. Now, you're getting it stuck there, mate. It was technically against the rule. I don't think we made a rule that... Is it? Did I make a rule for that? It has continuous power feeding, but there wasn't any solar panels on it, was there? It was charging. Okay, fair enough. If we think that's the case, we're going to need to reload. Internal solar panel. Try again. Third time's a charm, guys. Seems fair to restart. Yeah, no rule states that it can't be anchored, though. Let's just clear that up. But yeah, let's just restart. Power generation is unfair. Yeah, I think you are right. I just think... Right, let's just crack on. Here we go. Alright. You need to go away. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And they're off. Let's see if we have better luck this time. Ooh, okay. Some damage coming in that time, for sure. We might get stuck on these rocks, which could leave it open for Grimorian to come back through and eat away at those at that sort of hole that they've made. Grimorian seems to be holding a lot better than they did last time. Their batteries... Oh, okay, batteries just gone down. This could be it. They both seem to be kind of just going for it now. This is it. This could be the final battle. Grimorian versus Fakeron. Fakeron doing absolute damage to that side. Grimorian is just listing out of control now. It's drifting. Can he get those final shots in? Fakeron coming in for those final hits. She's going to go barging into him. Barge, nice. Where is that cab? That cab needs to... That cab is very well hidden, very well buried. I thought that was it, guys. That could have been it. Now that hole it seems to have got bigger. Let's see how Grimorian's getting on over here. Not well by the looks of it. Look at that damage. Oh, looks kind of cool, to be fair. Come on, bud. Now, I would say, should we call it? But it still feels pretty even. I mean, I know Fakeron's still got all their shields and their repair bubbles. But it feels pretty even, so I want to sort of see what happens with this one. As we come in for this final round, those rocks are just going to make it awkward. Come on. There's more in there. There's more. How are you still alive, Grimorian? This is crazy. Although, Fakeron is stuck, unless they can get themselves off this rock. Although we saw when they were anchored, it didn't really make a huge difference. And actually, I feel like we're just kind of back to square one, really. Oh, are you going to come in? Oh. Well, I think that would have been the outcome anyway. We're not going to redo. We're going to call it. I think, yeah, Fakeron has this one. It was so close, though. I thought Grimorian was going to come back in, but Fakeron took that one. Congrats. Okay, cool. Right. Reduced to mere atoms. Well played. So next up we have Sugar Happy versus Ben Bacon. You deserve a medal, but you also deserve a metal. Virtue says, whoever made that tech, you deserve a medal. Charmaine had no shields, but battery capacity though, yeah. Metal and a metal. Just have it all. I mean, metals can be made of metal as well. Don't forget that. Okay, next up is Sugar Happy versus Ben Bacon. Yeah, well played, Grimorian. That was very well done. That was close. I should learn this. Actually, I'm going to Google it so I don't look like a fool. I need to know what side is port side and which side is starboard. Here we go. Right. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's drop a cab down. So here we have Ben Bacon versus Sugar Happy. Now this is Sugar Happy's here, I believe. Now I did, because this does look silly in Hawkeye, in the original Hawkeye Black. I think it looks a lot more authentic with the GSO skin. So I actually did apply this for myself just to see what the fuss is all about. And over here we have Ben Bacon. I just love this one because it's ridiculous. It looks ridiculous, and I love everything about it. Well done, Ben Bacon. Cool. All right, we'll have a look at the ships. Let's get into it. Nice. Okay, let's get cracking then. Here we go. Settings are neutral. Phew. And you to an enemy. And they're off. Oh, Ben Bacon. Bits flying everywhere. It kind of looks like a... I don't really know what it looks like. It looks cool though. This is a good battle. There's lots of consistent fire here. I like this a lot. Sugar Happy might get stuck on those rocks. You've not helped yourself there. It's just allowed Ben Bacon to literally ram into your backside. Oh, Ben Bacon, that could be it. No, there's more coming. There's the shields are still up. The batteries are still holding. There's still fight left in this fight. Yeah, yep, that made sense. There's just so much consistent damage onto Ben Bacon. The shields are down on Sugar Happy though. Shields are down. There's just blocks left between him and death. And he's gone! Whoa, that was a good fight. That was immense. The second those shields went down, Ben Bacon's artillery just ripped through the armour and found that cab, took out the cab. Well played. That was cool. That was nice. Well played, Ben Bacon. Thanks for the input though, or the entry there, Sugar Happy. That was pretty cool. Cool. Ben Bacon is through. Next up, we're going to have Lucas versus Shkileli. So I'm going to quit out. Ben Bacon, you're through. Well played. Lucas versus... I mean, you'll see the name. Yeah, that was a surprise. Here we go. Lucas versus Sky Highly. Sky Highly? Sky Highly? So next after this we have Potoso versus J6, and then we're going to have Zipai versus Marcus McLeod. Righty-ho, so let me double check who we have. So this is Lucas on the left, and here we have Sky Highly. No one's anchored, right? Good. I'm going to get rid of that for Tui. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to just drop down another cab. I love the use of the, what's this? Which block is this, guys? The Windmill Flail Guard. I love the use of the flail as a rotor, rotor? Anyway, I like that this, I think this one, Lucas is using Hoverbug, and it made me feel seasick when I was trying to set this up because it won't stop bobbing. But it does give you that feel. It makes you feel like you're on a boat. You can use my ship as a spectator. That would be cool if it was a naval theme. Which is your ship, Gar? I can't remember which ship is yours, I'm afraid. Propeller. Thank you, Prop. Goodness me. Right. Let's load in. I'm going to change myself to neutral. I'm going to load in the match text. Let's get rid of Fatui. Ah. Oh. Did I just fix it? Maybe I did. And there are... oh, nice. Anti-grav guns. Oh, whoa. That's crazy. And he's off and he's dead. Wow. Blink and you miss it. Just never mind. That lasted for all of 5 seconds. It's almost like the effort that went into this wasn't worth it. It's almost like after all that time and energy that people built to put into their text, it's not worth it. Lucas, that was amazing. I loved it. Again, it was kind of a David versus Goliath. But Skaheli, you're through to the next round. Potoso, you're up next. Let's take a look. He did not come here to mess about. Potoso versus J623. Let's go. Okay, here we go. So we have, let's get you in build beam so you don't float away. Let me double check who's is who. It's Potoso. Same ship as which one? Have we already had this one? Or this one? Have I loaded in the wrong one? Yeah, it is. Huh. That could be my fault. Alright, give me a second here, guys. I need to double check which ones I've loaded and which ones I haven't. So, Potoso is... Hover ship huge, which is this one. Okay, so this is Potoso's. That's fine. Is it? No, okay, that's fine. Okay, right, I think I figured it out. So sort this one out. So I've somehow loaded in the tech from... What's this one called? USS? Okay, there appears to be a problem with one of these submissions. So Potoso's doesn't seem to want to load in for some reason. So J623 is fine. That was the yellow one that we saw. The reason there was a duplicate from the last one was because I think I've just loaded the wrong one in by accident. However, Let's just stay upright. So let's get rid of that one. Yeah, that's the same USS Yeet, isn't it? Okay, let's get rid of that. And the one I'm looking for is the hover ship Huge. This one is for Potoso. Okay, it's this one. Here we go. Right, we may need to wait a minute while we Sorry about this, folks. Not quite sure what happened there. Need to wait a moment for the shield and everything to open up. And they're both going to just start floating away. Alright, I'm going to just chuck an anchor on this just to keep it in one place, because this is going to get painful. Lots more shields to open here, guys. We could be here a while. Let the waiting commence. It's anchored! Guys, it's anchored! While we wait for that, does anyone have any questions, or would anyone like to know anything about what's going on with TerraTech? I'm here, as always. I mean, I hope it's implied that you can ask me anything, and I will do my best to answer. While we wait, because this could take a while. When will the co-op bugs be fixed? Which bugs are you referring to there, Sebi? Can we get a ban function for co-op? So yeah, co-op sort of functionality is... where is the roadmap? Okay, right, there's one question at a time. So first off, what was the first one? Yeah, we want to give co-op hosts more powers. That's something we kind of want to look at, because at the minute we're getting not a huge amount. Granted, it's not like it's a huge problem. But there's reports of players that can kind of grief and abuse some of the systems. You can just load into a game and crash a co-op game for other players. Obviously, you don't want that to happen because it's just not very fun. So that's going to mean having to add more powers for server owners or hosts. We're looking into it. It's not, because it's not a huge issue for us right now. I mean, we get a few reports on it. It's not a huge sort of issue for us. It's not particularly high on our sort of priorities right now, if I'm honest. If that was to ever change, obviously we'll take a look at it. But at the time being, yeah, we've talked about ways that we can improve it. It's just we need to try and find the time to sort of implement them. Roadmap. So yeah, we're coming to the end of. You may have noticed we publish a roadmap every so often. I'll see if I can link it in chat in a second. We're going to give kind of 6 to 12 weekly kind of roadmap updates. It's going to effectively cover the work that we're working on for the next sort of for the immediate future. So the last roadmap that we sort of published was for it included rescue research and mod support. And we've done both of those things effectively. However, we're still working on those, so there's still a lot of work to go into rescue research. And James, our resident official mod support guru, is working on all the mod support stuff. We should have more mod support coming shortly. So if you're in our Discord modding server, if you're on the TerraTech server with the official modding stuff, then keep your eyes peeled because we've got some cool new stuff coming your way. And if you want to get involved, just let me know. We can hit you up on Discord. When is the Switch getting update? Very soon. Very, very soon. Again, it's one of these things that's... It's just been held up by everything that's been going on in the world, not just in the studio, but literally throughout the whole world. Things have sort of slowed down a lot. So what is already quite a painful process has just been made exponentially slower. So we're kind of at the later stages of getting that submitted to Nintendo. And once we've submitted it to Nintendo for certification, then it should be able to be released. Any other questions? Cool. I think that's all the stuff opened. So let's get rid of that. Let's kind of want to see the charger block in player hands. The Samsung charger blocks. Yeah, I'm not sure we're keen on that. I think I'm sure there's some ways you can get those kind of blocks. Maybe with mods. Possibly. Right, I'm just going to leave that there because that's going to write itself as soon as we sort of launch this. So let's save it. Potato. Let's overwrite that. There we go. Here we go. Right. Come back here. Oh, I did it. I pressed escape. Blooming idiot. Where's the anchor? I got rid of the anchor. The anchor's gone, guys. Don't worry. Chill. Good thing I saved, for sure. Right. I'm going to need to make this one the last one because I have a family that need to come in the living room and I'm basically hogging the living room. So we'll make this the last one. There's still a few more to go after this. There's Zippy versus Marcus the Cloud, Star versus Joseph Racer, and Alex and Athenos versus Random User. But we'll try and get this one out of the way after all this excitement. How many hours did it take to set up all these matches? A while. It took me a while, but it's one of those where I could just sort of let them. I could just let the game run in the back. I'd set them up, let them sort of charge in the background, and then get on with other stuff. So yeah, it wasn't as painstaking as you might. Whoops, Daisy, excuse me. Alright, let's try again. Part 2 of 3. Yeah, it's the first round. I mean, hopefully it's going to get a bit more streamlined after this. Once we've sort of worked out all the niggly little bits. Right. Right, you need to go back. You need to go back and stay where you are. Here we go. Right, let's try this. Quickly. And off. I've completely forgotten who's who's. Potato, this is Potato here, right? And on the right we have J623. Lovely. Potato and J2. So not a huge amount of damage done on that first round. Maybe they sort of started a bit too far away. But we're going to come through for the final, or for the next engage. J62 just sort of playing it cautiously. Someone going to do something? Please don't make me restart. Here we go. Full steam ahead. Ooh, lots of damage on the front there with potatoes. J623 taking a beating nicely. He seems to have come out of that rather relatively unscathed. Is that the end of that, or are we going to come around for more? Yeah, again, these I'm finding that these Geocorp blocks tend to do okay. Potato, on the other hand, these Hawkeyes, I mean, that's some damage. What have we got in here? If we can get a clear hit on these batteries, well, we've said it before and we've seen it before. That could be catastrophic. Nice clearance over those rocks. Here we go. One more round. One more volley. I was going to Google it, chat. Which is port side and which is starboard? Which is left and which is right? Basically. Port is left. Cool. Thanks, Port Paltroon. Port is left. Starboard is right. Lovely. Oh, look at those explosions. Do you see that? I love that so much. So we're coming down. Potato's starboard side. Oh man, I mean that's half a ship. Literally half a ship. Just gone. Just limping along. Great fight. This is a great fight. But J623 just, I think, has just got a little bit more oomph. A little bit more staying power. A little bit more longevity in that battery silo. I'm guessing there's plenty of batteries in the middle there. Can we get through to those batteries though? Let's take a closer look. Oh, I quite like this. I thought my frame rate would take a nosedive if I tried to get too close, but we're doing alright. Oh, how are you still clinging on? Just clinging on for dear life here, Potato. And J623 is just coming in for the final push now. This has got to be it, right? Oh! Those missiles came out of nowhere. I feel like we've not seen them yet. This could be it. Potato's still hanging in there. There's literally half a ship. Look at these missiles. He's just doing bits. I love that effect. That looks so cool. It's just not made. It's not. The explosions need to be bigger in order for that to do anything. I think the shields are just dissipating too much of the damage. So something to be said for having a lot of shields on your tech. And that's it. Is that it? No, it's still there. The batteries are down. They're exploding. That's got to be it. There we go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That chain reaction. I know it was half a ship and it was sort of limping along, but now once one battery went, the rest went. Chain reaction death. Beautiful. Not enough punch. Well, that was cool. That was so cool. Well played. So we have J623 is through to the next round. Well done, everyone. I'm going to have to leave it there, I think. Let me just close out the game. Because it's very late. And I need to go. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Sorry about all the issues we've been having. Hopefully we'll get them fixed. I seem to have sorted it out. So maybe we can figure it out for next time. What will be my match? Lion, yours was... Oh yeah, we couldn't finish yours off. We'll throw yours into next week. So there's 4 more that we need to finish off. Sorry to keep you there waiting there. Actually, should we try and get Lions in? Should we try and... Because you have been hanging out. Right, let's just get one more in. Let's see if we can do this final one. with lines because you are in chat, and I wanna make it so that you can see your submission. One more. We'll do one more. And then we'll see everyone. Low cost would be interesting. Kind of like, do we dare say like a battle royale type style, like a Fortnite style, where it's like 100 techs. Next week is okay. All right, if you're sure. Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there, guys. Sorry about that. Because we need to wait. We need to get that. We need to get that game save set up. So I'll sort that out for next week. Make sure it's all set up properly. Sorry for keeping you waiting there, everyone. Yeah, we'll end it. Oh, I'm messing everyone around. Let's finish it there. Guys, I'm loving the ideas. We might do that. I might try and see if... I don't know how 100 ships that are... I suppose, actually, if it's 100,000, yeah, equal value. I mean, we've got 20 mils worth of... Technically, we've got 20 mils worth of tech, of blocks, right? Already in these. I'm going to do some quick maths. Or can chat just tell me? What is 20 million divided by 100? $20K? That's not right. 2 million divided by 100. It is 20K. You're right. I thought it sounded incredibly low, Sebi. I'm sorry for ever doubting you. It's 20K. 2 million divided by 100 is 20K. Right? $20 mil. Hang on. I did say 20 mil. I've dropped a... I've dropped a... You're right. You're right, chat. That's my fault. Divided by 100. Yeah, 200,000. That could work. So you could have 100... Oh, I'm excited. We might not do naval, because we've done naval. We might do another theme. What other theme could we do? So where you can mass change text. Tanks. Could do tanks. I like tanks, actually. Let's do tanks. Aircraft. There's only AI to do aircraft, Darwin. Good idea, though. Tanks would be cool. Okay. Maybe we'll do tanks. No hover. Tank, no hover. Yeah. Has to be tanks. And, yeah, we'll do tanks then. I mean, we'll get this challenge out of the way. We'll get this one out of the way, and then we'll move on to the tank challenge, because... Yeah, that's going to be fun. Man, that's going to be so much fun. And we could literally just have... Well, depending on how many entries we get, it would be one... Oh, I don't know. Also, how would you get 100 at the same time? This is what it's hard enough with 2. How would you change the team of 100 techs all at the same time? I might have a word with because we use cheat codes, right? I might have a word with or a code and see if we can get a cheat code that I can just type in to do that. Yeah, mass change command. That'd be so cool. Alright, cool. Do some hack, yeah, I'll do some hacks. Guys, thanks for stopping by. Stay well, stay safe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Take it easy, guys. Bye.